When you're in the later stages of your career, retirement might be the furthest thing in your mind. It's no wonder, as many other financial priorities are likely competing for your time and attention. At this point, many people are thinking about how they'll help their kids pay for college. For others, it's about assisting their aging parents with costly health expenses, or perhaps paying off debt is top of mind. But retirement can creep up quickly. For some folks, it can be sooner than they think, whether via a forced early retirement or a layoff that makes it hard to find another job. What could happen if you wait to save? The cost of waiting to save for retirement until later can add up in many ways. It ranges from simply not having enough income to being forced to depend on your loved ones for support. That's why it pays off to start saving as early as you can. And if you haven't really started putting enough money away for retirement, now is a good time to begin. You might even consider talking to a financial professional who can run some numbers for you and perhaps help you find ways to catch up on your savings. Of course, paying off all your debts does help you with retirement planning in a sense. Paying off just your mortgage before you retire will allow your retirement money to last longer than it could otherwise. But that's not always the answer for everybody. Just be sure that you still have enough retirement savings on hand to sustain you through your non-working years. To be clear, this is about finding the right balance between savings and wiping out the red ink. Your financial advisor can help you walk through this and other crucial questions as you plan ahead. Here are some examples of just how much putting off savings for retirement can cost you. Let's say that Joe is 25 years old and just got a master's degree in computer engineering, very hot field right now. He immediately opens up a Roth IRA and puts away $5,500 a year in the account for the next 40 years. Let's assume he doesn't add to that. Assuming that his investments have an average return of, say 7% a year, he'll have $1,097,993 by the time he turns 65. On the other hand, if he waits until age 30 before he starts saving, just a 5-year difference, then he'll only have $760,303. That 5 years costs him a whopping $337,690. In other words, the cost of waiting to save for retirement could be as much as 6 figures or greater, depending on how long you wait to begin. So get this. By not putting away $27,500 between ages 25 and 29, it's going to cost him over 12 times that amount in 40 years. It's mind-boggling. Apart from just the difference in savings, there could be other effects from waiting until late in the game. One of them could simply be that you run out of income after you retire. Should this happen, you might have to work longer. The age at which you're entitled to 100% of your Social Security benefit is known as your full retirement age. If you were planning to retire early or at your full retirement age, let's say 66 to 67 or 68, depending on your age now, you may then have to wait until age 70. That way you can qualify for your maximum benefit from Social Security and also have more time for your money to grow. In fact, you may even have to work past 70 if your savings are too low to support yourself. But working longer may not be a viable choice if your health is changing or if you become unable to perform your job duties. This can be quite a dilemma if there are no viable alternative options. What's another situation that can arise? You might end up as a financial burden to your friends or family members. That could strain your relationships with them. What's more, your family or friends might not have the resources to support themselves, whether then or later. If you end up having to live with your children or grandchildren, that can be unappealing in a number of respects. If your ability to get around changes, they may have to modify their homes in some ways. Showers, staircases, and front porch steps might have to be altered, and those can be very costly in various cases. Most people don't want to wind up in a sort of situation with their loved ones or friends or family having to look out for them in quite this way. Another risk, having to drastically change or even cancel big plans you had dreamed of for your retirement. Take, for instance, how many retirees want to travel after they stop working? They would like to visit distant lands, go to national parks around the country, tour museums, enjoy famous attractions, or just get out and see the world. However, Social Security alone won't give you much to do everything you might like. In fact, it might not be enough for you to live on by itself. In short, you may not be able to enjoy the finer things in life as much as you would like if you haven't saved enough. Downsizing to a smaller home may be in the cards. Instead of having your own car, you might have to consider public transportation to get around. Another factor to consider is relating to health and well-being. Not having enough money is enough to stress anyone at any age out, but it can be especially so for people in retirement when they don't have as much time in front of them to turn their situations around. This can lead to additional health problems, which might lead to high-cost healthcare needs or other major life changes. Are you playing catch-up on your retirement savings? One obvious step is to begin squaring away more money in your retirement accounts. Putting away money in a traditional IRA or 401k or your workplace retirement plan allows your money to grow and compound at a faster rate. Taxes generally wouldn't be due on the amount until you had to start withdrawing it. Your financial professional can also help you look at other options to build your retirement nest egg. These options can be tailored to how much you need to save, how much more you need to save, your personal risk tolerance, and how much risk is appropriate to help your money grow more, and finally, your tax situations. Maybe it pays to pay the taxes now and have all of that money grow tax-free. You don't have to get discouraged about the prospects of saving for retirement or enjoying a comfortable lifestyle once you've left your career. Consult your financial advisor for more information on saving for retirement and how you can avoid the dilemmas that I just described. If you're looking for someone to assist with your personal situation, reach out to us at Gary@GaryScheer.com. That's Gary at GaryScheer.com. If we can help you, great. If not, we'll be happy to point you in the right direction.